Hello, everybody.
Good evening. Welcome to Monday Night Live with the Arrivals. It's good to be here.
Yes.
How's everyone doing?
Okay.
We have in the chat room, Philly said it's all the way live. It's all the way live. Go ahead. How does it go? It's all the way live.
You got it.
It's all the way live. Okay,
There you
that's
go.
good. All right.
How you doing, Iceman?
Hi, R. Hogan.
Our
Chicago's in the house.
Chi-Town.
All right, and we have CMO 27. Peace and blessings. How are you today? African Empress.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you? Yes, we give everybody time. We came in just a little early.
We're freezing a little bit.
I hope we don't freeze that. Do the freeze thing tonight. Do Walt Disney.
Okay.
So we got, okay.
The Melanated Wanderlust.
Welcome
Good
from
evening
Miami.
from Miami. Michael Cody.
Hello, Michael. Everybody's coming in. Pretty good day today, wasn't it? What do you think? Had a good day today?
Today was a good day.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Finally, kind of put an end to the road.
Yeah,
Right?
that'd be coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Simo says, great to see you both. Great to well, we can't see you, Simo. But great to read. Hey, Bob. Good evening.
Hey, Bob Garvey, how are you?
African Queen.
Hey, Giselle, how are you?
Yes. Stacy.
Hey, moderator, Stacy.
Yes.
My sister, thank you,
Thank
Arrival.
you.
What's she saying?
Says thanks. Says thank you, Arrival family, for tuning in Monday Night Live. As you join me tonight, please, in a minute, like, share, subscribe. Okay, thank you,
So you will
Stacey.
get all the notifications.
Absolutely.
Hey, Jatan, how are you? Jatan, I'm happy anniversary, y'all. 1 year.
Yes.
Yes, that year went fast.
It did.
YM Park, I thought I would hop on before I start driving it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you take care. Make sure you don't drive. We don't want you to watch and drive.
We're good.
We're doing good.
Just a little tired, but we're good.
Sacramento.
Watching from Sacramento, California at work, and it takes, name is Simo 27.
Simo 27. Okay.
Simo
we got
27. Okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Thank you also.
Absolutely.
Hi, Michael.
Everybody's trickling in. So yeah, I think we have a pretty good topic tonight when we get to it, right? Let's see. It says Shalom. It says Shalom, beautiful couple, better known as the Arrival. Thank you, Princess Pratt.
Shalom.
Shalom. Is that
Says,
Princess
how
Pratt?
are you, Princess Pratt? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Giselle. Thank you.
CC. Greetings, Arrival family.
Hi, CC. Hey, Rachel Taylor.
Hello, Rachel. Hi. Always love your positive energy. Okay.
Hi, Tracy. My other sister.
Hey, Tracy. He says
How you doing?
Hand grip.
Hi, Henley.
Henley. Yes. Grip said hi.
No, he didn't. Grip is sleeping.
I know he sleep a lot, don't he?
Yeah.
He's a nice dog. He rests a lot too. He works hard. He works really hard.
Hard getting on our nerves,
No,
right?
you don't. You don't. Moving to the Gambia and say, hey fam, checking in from Los Angeles.
Hi, man. Moving to the Gambia. How are you, sis? Giselle says she loves the curtain. Thank you, Giselle. Okay, so what do you so you want to talk about the road a little bit?
Well, yeah, the road is you're gonna see it. The video should be coming out. It almost might come out while we're on. Yeah.
So you want to talk about it? I mean, what happened today? Do you want to elaborate on anything or no?
Well, yeah, it's we're pretty much done with this part.
Yay! We're done. I'm so glad that that is like, well, we're not officially done. I think we need a few more dumps.
Well, no,
But-
this is gone. The
Mhm.
lake that we saw Sunday, that was the whole objective, is to get rid of that big old lake.
Yeah,
And then we did. So
yeah.
yes,
Descendants from Africa said, "Hey, can't wait to come back to Africa next year."
yes,
That's gonna go so fast.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And we had a lot. We had some good surprises today. The guys
Yeah.
come and help us out.
Yeah. Today was a good day. It was a fun day.
It was a fun day.
Yeah. The little guys that the little guys that came to help us are so funny, and they're so enjoyable. So
Yeah.
it made it good.
Yes. Yeah, so we had a really good surprise today. So we did finish it, and we'll be dropping that video soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't want to put them all at the same time. So okay, and congrats on making so much progress. It's been fun. From
Mhm.
That was from Lee. Is that Lena D? Okay. Mama Show. Your road is looking great. It's jumping now.
I'm arriving Thursday. Hope to meet you. It's
Hope to
Mama
meet you.
Show. Where are you coming from? And are you coming to visit? Or are you coming to stay? Mama Show. Stacy, thank you.
And the road is really strong too.
Rachel
Yeah,
says she's
yes.
drinking chai tea. I
Chai
love chai.
tea.
I love chai tea.
Oh, you like chai tea?
Yeah.
Yes. Someone
Harmony.
says, go ahead, read that.
She said, "Why don't you use the oyster shells on the road?" Someone else said that, or was that you? That might have been you in the comment that said, "Now we just need a truck of oyster shells and put that on top of the road, and it looks nice." And I thought that was a good idea because
Yeah.
the oyster shells are pretty. They
Yeah.
look nice.
They would be nice. I think they'd be strong. You know, I almost used this title tonight, right here. This
Oh
is-
no, she didn't put my. That is one of
I
my
almost,
favorite songs.
I almost used this title tonight.
Oh no, not okay.
Yeah,
Boys
so
and Men.
Moy said, now we
Now
come to
that
the
we come
end
to-
of the road. Yeah,
And I can't let go. It's so natural. You belong to me. I love
Okay.
Boys to Men. Thank you, Melanie Wonderlust. Yes, we are done with the road.
With this phase,
With this
yeah.
phase, yes.
Mhm. It says Detroit.
I'm counting to stay. I'm counting.
I'm coming to stay.
Oh, you're coming to stay. Okay, good for
Yes.
you. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Tracy said, "Oh, you finished the road."
Yes,
we
Tracy,
finished
we
the
are
road.
done. Thank God.
Yes,
That road was like,
yes.
whew. Yeah.
And the guys, we had fun doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Karen Harmon, hi. Let me see, John. The road.
Thank you.
People wrote on it today too. Didn't
Oh, we got two Phillies in the house.
two Phillies in the house?
Yes, Iceman and John.
Okay.
And Nathaniel
Represent-
Johnson.
Nathaniel Johnson.
And your new address will be named Ken Terry Road.
Kentucky Road. It says,
Yes, Harmony Clark. I love that idea. I really do. I'm going to look into the oyster shells
mm-hmm.
and see how you vet waters and see how we can get them dumped.
Yeah, see
I
how
think
much,
that would- yeah.
It's a truckload. I guess we'll see how much
I
they
guess.
are first.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a lot.
Well, I mean, it depends. I don't know either. We'll find out.
Hi, Survival Chick. Hi, Calvin Patterson. Yes, they were there today too. It was really great.
Were you referring to?
Tracy said it was nice to see the youth of the community helping out.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so we have
Uh-oh, we only have 66. We have, go ahead.
Jatoon said we have 66. What did she say?
66
Watching, but
and-
only 36,
What?
37 likes. So how about everyone who's in the chat hit the like button so we can get started?
You know, did the put subscribers only, but I think I'm gonna leave it open. You know, who can only comment.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I didn't want to exclude anybody
Subscribers only can only comment
I
where.
on here. Yeah, I was thinking about doing it. Yeah, it has a spot in there you put subscribers only can comment. You know, but I thought I'd leave it open. You know, see give those who haven't subscribed another chance. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, let's talk about our topics.
Sure.
Let's get started.
We have a few more people coming in, but we can do that. Who's it? Melanated Black Men. Hello, fam. Okay, yeah. So.
Mudalaman.
Oh my goodness. Mudalaman. I'm black. Oh, right. Melanated. Where did I get that from?
Everybody's so melanated, wonderlust, and you just said that. I guess.
Anyway, I was close.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Those are silent watchers, but at least hit the like button. That's what I'm talking about. You're gonna come in and do peekaboo. At least just hit the like button. I agree with you, Bob Garvey.
Peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, please smash like button. Stacey said, please smash it.
Yeah.
Hi, Valletta Alvarado. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for fixing the road, being an example to other citizens.
Yeah.
Oh, we appreciate that.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Yeah. So what we're talking about tonight, everybody, I guess they saw the topic.
I don't know, what is the topic?
I think it was said after moving to the mother.
After moving to the continent, or
after moving to Africa, what are the trade-offs? If you're moving to, what are the trade-offs? I gotta look it up. Anyway, what are the trade-offs if you're moving to Africa?
What are the trade-offs?
What are the trade-offs
when you move to Africa?
Yeah, there's a lot of different pros and cons.
Yeah.
That we're going to talk about tonight. You know, because when you're talking about the trade-offs, you know, you look at what you left, and then you look at where you're at now.
Okay.
And you can weigh them in the balance, you know, and you can see what.
Tracy said, leave the silent watchers alone and let them watch.
Yeah, let them watch. Maybe let them learn something. That's true.
And Rachel said, there's no Costco.
That's one of them. And that is so true.
Yeah.
You know? And that's a part of, how do you say, one of the pros of a trade-off that you have. Yes. Oh, hey, Daniel. Daniel said, happy
Hi, Daniel.
to hear you finish road. Yes, Daniel, we did finish
Yes,
it.
we finished the road, except we want a few more dumps. But other than that, we're done. Yes.
We're going to work on all of that.
Yeah.
It says, P. Davis, hi, I just love you guys. So bless you too.
Thank you.
Yeah. So with the trade-offs, you know, when you look back where we were a year ago.
Right.
And the mindset that we had, and the dealings that we had to deal with, you know, we can reflect now and see what the trade-offs were. And one of the biggest trade-offs was what? What was one of the bigger, like, that you gave up? What would you say that you gave up?
The biggest trade-off that I gave up, I think not being close to my family. I think that's the big one. That's the biggest one.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. You gave that up.
I gave that up. I really gave that up.
But no, I'm talking about the, like, say.
No, that was a trade-off.
Really?
Yeah, because I can't.
What did you trade off?
I just can't jump in a car and go see, drive to see my sister, or I can't just jump in a car and go see my daughter. I can't just jump in a car and go see any of my family members. I have to, make a plan. It's serious. It's major.
Yeah, I understand that.
And it's really major now.
Yeah, but
so that was my biggest trade-off.
That was your biggest trade-off.
What was your biggest trade-off?
Well, my biggest trade-off was convenience.
Okay.
You know, when I left, I could jump in the car on a highway and run to the store and get whatever I wanted to. But
convenience then. Convenience?
Yeah. That's one of them.
Yeah, okay.
And that, to trade that off and say, well, you can go, but my biggest one was going to, like, Home Depot, Lowe's, to get my toys, my tools, my materials, because, and having the computer system for the vehicles. I can go to AutoZone, I can go to those places and, I'll say, this is what I want. Can you, and they'll go in there and they'll pull up the actual design of the car and say, what part was that? that part right there. Oh yeah. So let me see. Okay, yeah, we have it. We have how many you got in stock? I got 4 of them in stock. Okay, type it in there. Okay, run it back, pull it out, give it to you. You go right, plug and play, put it right in your car. But here it's almost like I think.
Thank you, Wavy.
Thank you, Wavy.
I appreciate you.
Here it's like more so. Not this isn't in a demeaning way, but it's like when I went to pick apart. Pick apart. You would go in, you get the part off the car, and then you bring it to the counter and they would say how much it is, right? And then you hope that it matched the actual vehicle that you were purchasing it. So that's a part of convenience, and that was what I traded away for. Yeah, which was really not, it's nothing compared to what we have. We'll talk about
Well,
that.
someone just said that constant running water and electricity.
Well,
Someone just said that in the chat, and then also
yeah.
Iceman said can't get a good cheesesteak. You can't get a good cheesesteak, and that's true. Like you constantly have something you can rely on. Even though every now and then when we had a storm,
Yeah.
I mean, like it was really not that often though that you ran out of electricity or water.
Your sister said the same thing that you said about the one trade-offs right here. It said, I'm not there in Africa, but from watching your journey, I would say the biggest trade-off is location and being able to easily visit family and friends.
That's true. I think that's the biggest one for me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little ones, but that's the biggest one. I think the next one would be after family would be
So we're talking about right now, I guess,
trade-offs.
When you talk about trade-off, you're talking about cons, like pros and cons, or you're just talking about the things that you gave up that you enjoyed. It's, I guess, when we're talking about the trade-offs right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's one of the trade-offs that you really love doing.
And I think, and this is going to sound so crazy, but I think the second biggest thing that I miss is a good piece of bread.
A good piece of bread.
A good piece of bread, because it seems like everywhere I go for bread, the bread is not like my bread.
Well, see here, that's the thing, and that's the perspective.
I'm saying like sliced bread.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing like being able to go get some sliced bread or some, like, how we used to get always the honey.
The processed stuff that they put preservatives in.
What was the name of the bread we used to always
Wonder
get?
Bread.
No, we didn't get Wonder Bread.
Sunbeam.
I'm not even talking to you right now, kidding.
Sunbeam, Wonder Bread.
I miss being able to make a nice sandwich, because every time I buy bread, like a few days later, my bread is not doable. You know what I mean?
I know it. Well, see, that's the difference. Is some of it is natural. They don't have a lot of preservatives, additives in there, and the whole thing is, and then some of them is like homemade, or has the additive, and it lasts for a long time.
Hi, Aunt Linda.
Yeah.
Well, Rachel said, "Oh no, fresh baked bread." So guess what? I'm going to be
There is fresh baked bread.
They do have fresh baked bread, but they don't have sliced bread.
That's what you used to do.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. This is what I said.
Yeah.
My trade-off. My second biggest, because I love bread. I love a good piece of bread.
Look, we got a couple people.
So
Let me see what these. Some of these are funny. Look.
I love bread. Let me tell you. I want to say one thing, that if I would go to, for example, Olive Garden, okay, and you know how you go to Olive Garden and you get the bread and salad. I could just be satisfied with the bread and salad alone and not have to even order anything else, because that's how good the bread is and the salad is,
Yeah, so you're saying that you miss Olive Garden.
No, I'm saying I miss bread.
Oh, bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me put a couple of these out. It says, someone said they miss Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Who said that?
I'm not really. And Iceman said no Rita's water ice.
No Rita's.
See, and Rita's water ice was everywhere, right?
But that's a business opportunity, right?
That is a business opportunity.
Yeah,
yes.
That's good.
Yeah. And Kenny should know, because Kenny was always stopping to get what do they call them in Philly, gelatos, but it was half water ice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Moving to the Gambia, I'm trying to figure out the Ben Jerry chocolate fudge brownie vegan ice cream before I repack. You better figure it out, because when you get over here, I guess you should figure out how to make it and can market that, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And see this, and also right here, we did bring a bread maker.
We do have a bread maker.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you made bread before.
I made bread before. Yes.
Yeah. And someone said here, get a what do you call it? Get a bread slicer. Someone said get a bread slicer. I don't know where that's, and you can have your sliced bread again. You see? You see?
I mean,
Let me see. Yeah, and so with that being said, I think another nice trade-off would that we
no, Rachel, Olive
What?
Garden's bread is the best bread ever.
What
She said I could make bread better than that. I love their bread. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I love their bread.
I
Somebody
get it.
said a good trade-off is having all my clothes being made for me. No more rack clothes for me. The seamstresses are so talented here in Ghana.
Yeah.
Well, they're so talented
Gambia.
here in the Gambia.
Absolutely.
No, she lives in
Oh,
Ghana.
she's in Ghana.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
They're so talented here in the Gambia,
Yeah.
and I want to get a few outfits. I mean, I don't even really need clothes. I got so many things, but I want to get some things made because the ladies just look so beautiful every single day.
Right. See that he said he says
I'm right
if
now
I'm
brewing my wine.
Me too. I got mine
Yes.
too.
I love Anjo.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with that being said, when we were back in the West, if I'll call it that,
Mm-hmm.
one of the biggest things that we dealt was not only being able to go visit friends and get in the car and have the conveniency of the snow and all that, but I think now that we're here, they have everything here.
It's just different
It's
things.
just like I think it's a comparison north and south. In the south it's a little slower. In the rural areas it's a little slower, and it might take you a little more time to find it, but you can find mostly everything that you find in the West.
You just find instead of finding goods potato chips, you find chips that are called Happy Clap Hands. Happy Clap Hands potato chips, and they don't taste like goods or mom or grandma and then you can find something like those cheese puffs
Yeah.
that taste just like air.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
good.
no, it's not good. It's bad.
So
Red
I mean,
Lobster
but
baked biscuits.
when you talk about that, I think that when you trade that off, and what are you getting in exchange? You know what I mean? When you come here to the continent, even though you're walking away from that, you're coming to something else.
So what the trade-off for me,
Mm-hmm.
because someone else said that that's why they can't lose weight because they're a big bread eater. Me too, because I eat bread. Well, I love bread. But I think the trade-off for me is that now I am forced to eat more of those,
Okay.
and I'm forced to eat more fruits, and that's good. So that's a pro of it that I do. The alternative for me is I'm a healthier eater.
And that's
Because if
good.
I could find good potato chips and all that stuff every day, trust me, I would have it.
You get rid of the all of those genetically modified foods.
Mm-hmm.
You get rid of all of those dyes and all of the different things that are in the food that have been tearing our health down. So when the trade-off is you learn how to do your own gardening. You should be able to start doing your own gardening, growing your own vegetables, have fresh vegetables, and even though you had the convenience to run into the grocery store, walk in there, grab it up, whatever you want, throw it in the basket, walk up to the counter and pay for it, you were pretty much dependent upon them.
Well, the grocery stores do the same thing too.
But it's not as, how do you say,
Processed.
prevalent. They do a lot of shipping, and you have some that are trying to I would say, imitate the West.
Tracy said she would be over here selling sweet potato pies, 20 Zalaskis, but guess what? I can't even make sweet potato pies because they don't sell our sweet potatoes here. Like they grow another sweet potato, but it's not our sweet potato. It's like a different, like it tastes different. Their sweet potatoes are
I've never had their sweet potatoes yet, so I really.
Did
you have sweet potatoes?
And they call them. I think they call them yam.
No, that's cocoa yam. I know I've had the cocoa yam before.
No, the sweet potatoes that we brought. Remember, I told the lady I was looking for sweet potatoes, and we brought a sweet potato. But I was like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. It was a little different, and it tastes different. So you can't make a pie from it.
But if you
Then-
risk, you can bring some here and start growing
and
them.
maybe grow them.
Yeah.
They don't have the same sweet potatoes that we have.
Mhm. That's true.
They're a little different. They taste a little different.
So I guess you would say those are some of the trade-offs that you've actually had to encounter when we came. I guess another one I guess we could touch on would
Rachel,
be,
Rachel said
Um,
every time she comes to the continent, she doesn't watch as much
there
TV.
you go.
I don't hardly watch TV at all. Like very seldom do I watch TV.
No, we usually look at the computer.
No, but I'm saying we don't watch TV shows. Like if anything, we're watching
No, we don't watch
people
that
on
junk,
YouTube
no.
or,
Yeah.
or we don't really watch TV.
And that helps you deprogram from
Yeah.
the vision that they've been given.
Rachel said, sweet potatoes are an American food. Africans have yams. Yeah. Their potatoes are yams. They're not sweet potatoes. So there goes the sweet potato pies that I'm so accustomed
Not really.
to.
You can grow your own sweet potatoes, and then you can make sweet potato pies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all it takes.
Well, I got to get some seeds, Tracy. I don't think you can ship sweet potatoes in. They might be rotten by the time they get here. I think so.
I don't know.
It takes like, what, 8 weeks? They might, I don't even know. Can you ship food?
I don't know.
I don't know that either.
I know
I'm not sure.
agriculturally that there are restrictions that you can, that you can send out, but you can bring them. I'm sure you can bring certain foods.
Word sound is power. The one who lives in Ghana said, I hate that. They are not orange. They are white. Yes, they're totally different. So you know as well that you can't find a real sweet potato
Okay.
that
so,
we're used to. Yes.
So
So
I guess
okay, what
we
are the
gotta-
good things?
as far as I think that, when you look at from the perspective of finances,
Mm-hmm.
that's a broad, there's so many things that you make a trade-off as. And I mean, I guess we could touch on the fact of how about, say, car insurance.
Robert Garvey said last week at work, my coworker was asking me where to find what juice to buy. And he said, me, G, check Aldi Bro. So I guess by him, he's what? Anyway, go ahead, Kenny. What are you talking about?
What was I talking about?
Oh, I'm sorry. You said you said something about the good that we were talking about the good. We were changing the perspective.
Oh, yeah, the finances, as far as that's concerned, the actual, like, for example, every month you have to pay car insurance.
Right.
And then, every month you'd have to pay, you get off work, you come home, what do you look for? You go right to the mailbox.
Yeah.
There's no mailboxes here.
Yeah.
So they don't have monthly bills.
They have PO box, but listen, the thing about the insurance, you can have your car insurance annually,
Yeah.
monthly, or yearly, depending upon how you want to pay.
What are
You know
talking-
that
You mean
in
as far as,
America.
oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
that, but I'm saying here you pay for it a year and it's done. And it's not as expensive as what you pay for back there.
Right.
So you don't have that stress factor.
Yeah.
Whereas you get off work, you come home, you got the electric bill, you got the gas bill, you got the car payment. They want to come and, if you miss 3 payments, they're going to snatch your car. You got that stress aspect. You buy your car here, you're done. That's a trade-off. And that's a good trade-off there.
But I think you said one thing
Mhm.
that was really, really good is that there's no mailboxes here. So I don't know how long it took me to get adjusted to not get mail because I was like, what the heck? Where's all my mail? And then when I thought about all my mail, I'm thinking that, you're right. Most of them were bills that come in the mail.
Yeah.
So is that a different way of looking at things when you come here? Like no more bills because now you're paying everything up front
As you go,
as you go.
as you need it.
Yeah.
And that way there's no one threatening you. We send you a bill, this is your late payment, they're making money on top of money. You get a late fee, you get on top of a late fee, late fee, then you gotta pay you pay your bill. And I might be exaggerating, but you're paying extra money for stuff that, hey, you're already stressed out about it, and they're tacking on top. So without that aspect of having every month to pay your car note, and that was a big thing. I think they really go with that one. Yeah.
So I will check is saying here, I can't wait to come there. I can hunt, fish, dehydrate a lot of our food, snacks, sow and garden, and train others. My goal is to purchase land and live off grid in the Gambia with my children. That is great That is a great way to look at it. Yes.
That's it. So
And that's what I gotta learn how to dehydrate food and all those good things. One day I'm gonna learn all that stuff. As soon as we get in our house and I don't have anything else to do, I'll probably learn a lot of things. Jay Todd said, or junk mail. He's trying to sell you something. That's true. Yes. Happy companion. How you doing?
hey, Saeed, how you, brother?
Long time no see. Long time no hear from. But we see your fences going up.
That's good
and
work.
Your property looks nice. Big.
I know you're
Proud
excited.
of you.
Yeah.
Proud of you. Very, very proud of you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And that's So that's one of the trade-offs that I really enjoy. And I think that when you're there in the matrix, so to speak, you don't even think about it. Your whole thing is, I got to go to work, got to make that paper, got to get back, got to give that paper to the electric company, got to give it to the gas company, got to give it to. It's so many your monthly payments and your mortgage or your rent, and that type of thing. And I think when the trade-off is, I get rid of all that stress that clouds my mind thinking about how I'm going to pay for all of that kind of stuff. But when you come here, being pay as you go, hey, look, you don't have the money, you just can't pay for it.
How about the even though the traffic is pretty bad at certain times here, how about rush hour traffic trying to get to and from work and being stuck in traffic for like hours?
That's nothing. Because we had that back home on 95.
No, I'm talking about, do you miss, how about that? That's like something you have to give up.
Oh, no, but you know what?
That's like a pro.
That's a good trade-off.
That's a good trade-off.
No, that's a con. That's not a pro. They're sitting in traffic for hours on end in the
No,
morning.
that's
Oh,
right.
and then get away, and then get in the evening when you get off.
Yeah.
You're sitting there burning up hot and
and
looking at other people that don't like you. And,
I don't miss that at all. I don't miss that at all. Not at all.
That's a good trade-off. I'm glad I got rid of it. Even though the traffic gets like it does here, you don't have that same type of feel.
No, it's crazy too. Like the traffic here on Senegambia Highway is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yes. Yvette Waters says, are car and truck expensive there? Well, we bought our car used, so it wasn't that bad. So if you're buying a new car, I never priced a brand new car here, so I can't say.
It'd be a little more expensive, I think, just slightly, maybe. All depends on the make and model, I think.
Okay.
And it's always more advisable if you can ship your car, ship your car.
Yeah, ship your car.
Because and if it's used, it's not going to be as weathered to make it as light as possible, or used up as much, because the roads are harsh here, and if you get a used car, you can best believe it's been in a battle, so it's best to ship your car if you can, and that's what I would say. But you don't have any more car payments, so if you miss 3 payments, in the States, you're looking out the window, see if the snatch man is going to take your car. You don't have,
Well, only people looking for a snatch man are people who don't pay their bill.
I mean, sometimes there's a lot of people.
I never looked out the window for the snatch man.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you what. I've looked out the window to see if my car was still there at 3 o'clock.
Then you didn't pay your bill.
Because in certain times in life, you may not have had all that money in your pocket or the bank account. So
you're funny.
So you're looking out the window, peeping out. You say, I hope it's there. I hope it's there. You look out, whoo, it's still there. Yeah, but there's a lot of people who go through those things because not that they don't want to pay it. They just don't have money.
I don't know how they can see this, but I can't see this. But Bob Garvey says there's 129 watching and 11 likes.
Really?
That can't be so.
Wow.
Wow.
Well, I guess only 11 people like it.
Wow, that's very, very terrible.
Why? They don't have to like, I guess. I mean, just watch. Maybe you'll learn something. Yeah. But so with the trade-off is really interesting on all the stuff we were just talking about that, and after, I mean, when you can go down the list on the money.
Well, the money.
Yeah.
I think my biggest plus is my peace. That was the best thing. That was the best thing that I think that I when I came here
Right.
was a peace that I never ever experienced before.
Yeah.
I never ever experienced this level of peace before in my whole entire life.
I'm telling you.
I don't even know what to do with myself.
Yes.
It's just like so peaceful, and it's just so precious that I just love it. So that was worth it all for me, my peace.
You know, and you're right. That's absolutely one of the biggest trade-offs that you get, because you eliminate the racism, you eliminate the pressures that are put on people that, us as a people, because the systems that set up, you know, and the system is set up against us, you know. But when you come out of that, then you realize how much oppression your mind is under, how much oppression, you are trying to keep up with just surviving, going to work. And if you don't go to work, you're not going to have the money. If you go to money, you're going to have, all of that.
Yeah.
So when you get out of that, to be more conscious of looking lights, okay, how much, and then go look at your cash card. How many kilowatts do I have left? So you run back there, maybe you're more conscious. You're not just wasting,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Calvin Patterson says, I am a retiree and I am receiving Social Security. How does it work in receiving them in the Gambia? So I am not retired. So I think it would work the same way it works at home.
Yeah.
That you would go to your bank and you would tell them that you are traveling abroad for whatever reason, and then you just go to your bank account and you withdraw your money just like you would in the States, because the banks over here are connected. You have international banks,
Right.
You have some Gambian banks, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal unless the bank system collapses. Like, you know what I mean? Like if it does collapse, then
we're all going to have issues.
We're all be in the same boat.
But if it does,
yeah.
I mean, if it does, we're preparing now to be self-sustaining.
Yeah.
Get our vegetables growing and.
Hi, G Global. He's talking about,
Hey, G Global.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get that once you get away from receiving dependency upon receiving that and get yourself established, then you're self-sustaining. Then you can start growing your own foods. You start dehydrating like people doing. Fish is here in abundance, right now. And so it's a totally different mindset.
Yes.
After you've come here, and we were talking about that, and I think the next thing I would say is a big trade-off.
Okay,
Go ahead. Yes,
World Soundness Power says, I shipped my 12-seater van from the States. I'm glad I did that because I know exactly what's under the hood. And that's true, because we bought a car and you don't know what anyone did with their car, if they got their oil changed, if they got this, if they got that. And if your car is paid for, why not? Why not ship it? It's better. You know your car.
Yeah.
You know what's under the hood. That's true.
And so, and then now that you're here, absolutely, that's good. And, now that we're here, I can see how if there were be a big collapse or something to that magnitude, here would not really be affected to the same magnitude, except for on a global scale, and it's, financial and economics. But when it comes down to survival.
No, go ahead. I'm just saying that.
When it comes to survival, everything is already in that mode here. Growing your plants, farming. They were just tilling the ground across from where we were. So everybody's preparing themselves, and they've been doing it for forever. So now that you're here, you're taking on that same mindset. You're not thinking about running to the grocery store. You're not thinking about, and what that brings me to say is that the trade-off is a better perspective. And your perspective changes to a degree, or it's more enlightened, I would say.
I think your perspective is it changes. Either you change your perspective, or you're going to have attitude. It says, can you put plants on your carry-on bag?
It says you can put plants in your carry-on.
I don't think so.
I believe you can put.
You
can do plants in your carry-on.
On a plane, you could bring a plant from.
As long as it doesn't have any water in it, I guess.
I would think they would stop you and make you throw that plant away.
Well, I
Because
mean,
you're
it all
bringing-
depends on where you're going. If they have agriculture, if you get here and they say this is plant, and it's against their rules and the
I would think you can. I don't know why, because I know when I went to where was I at? I think I was in Jamaica, and I was trying to bring back something, and it was they sent me to customs, and
Yeah.
they told me that I
you
could not
can.
bring that because
Agriculturally.
they have
Yeah.
different germs and different bacteria, and I
And
could not.
diseases, yeah.
Yeah, and I came to the state, they took it from me.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking you probably can't. I don't know if you can bring plants. I would say no.
It all depends.
You
Yeah.
think so?
All
I don't
depends.
know.
Yeah. All depends on what it is.
But I think that your perspective has to change because when you come to a new place, not only do you give up things and the trade-offs are, the
Mhm.
trade-off. I think that you're kind of forced to look at things a little differently. You know what I mean? Like you're used to back in the States now to get adjusted to seeing something different in the new place that you're at. And until you change your perspective,
Mhm.
you probably won't appreciate it. Or you can sit back and say, oh my God,
Mhm.
it's not like that in America. Oh my
Right.
God, I can't believe they're doing that like this. But to change your mindset because you're not in America anymore. And
Yeah.
and trust me, you hear as many people saying that it's not like that in America, but
Well,
you're
that's
not
it.
in America.
Well, when
Like
you
you're here, you're in a different place, so you can't kind of like say that's not how we do it in America because
well, that's the whole thing. When you first come, you're thinking like you're in America.
I guess.
That's it. See, when you first come to the continent, remember when we first got here?
Mm-hmm.
It's like if we could go back down memory lane just a little bit. When we first got here, what you were used to seeing was what you saw back in the States. You saw the highways still in your mind, right? You saw the grocery stores, you saw the big department stores, you saw the big, say, Home Depots, you saw the fast food restaurants, you saw we used to go on to eat this and that, and you're used to dollar stores, you're used to all those things, right? That's where your mind was. So after a period of time, it takes a time for that to be to adjust to that, right?
Yeah.
So and then you go through the next stages. Oh, I'm missing this. I'm missing that. I'm missing. Go through the emotional stage after a few months, because you've been used to. Your mind has been trained to see that so much. And then after a period of time, you start to say, oh, maybe it's not as bad because you're starting to acclimate your mind. Your mind is starting to be renewed to what you see every day.
Yeah.
And then after a year or so, now what are you thinking now compared to what you thought when you first came here in the perspective? It's not like the way you saw it. It's not what you saw back then, it's what you've been seeing. So now you're like, oh, that's familiar. Oh, this is pretty normal every day now, right? It feels like home a little bit more now, right?
Yeah,
So,
I think
yeah.
that your perspective has to change in order for you to be a happy camper. You have to, and I think you're right too. That in time, you do get adjusted to seeing new things and the new way of doing things. But I think my hardest thing was to adjust to was I needed patience. Woohoo! That I need patience
Hey,
because
that's something different now. You talk something totally different.
I needed so much
Yeah.
patience because I was used to having things that take 5 minutes done in 5 minutes, and then versus
That's it. That's the mindset.
It was like-
Microwave everything.
yeah, everything.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying. So it taught me how to slow down,
Mhm.
and it taught me how to just relax. And I
Yeah.
never knew relax because I lived in Philadelphia all my life.
That's it.
I worked in Center City, so my whole life has been on the run.
Metropolis.
My whole life has been on the run, and I'm always watching my clock. Oh my God, I'm about to be late for work. I got to catch that train. So I had to really, really, really learn to chill.
Yeah.
And that was hard. Learning how to chill is hard.
Yeah. And so that's the whole thing. So when you come here, for everybody, I think everybody, you have in your mindset,
Mm-hmm.
your perspective. When you come here, you're going to have that same perspective when you get here. When you get here. So if, and that's why I say me, what was your perspective?
When I got here,
Yeah, well, I mean, period. Back in the States, you had the same perspective that I had, yeah, about life, period. How was your perspective about living? What was your towards other people? What was your perspective? For example, my perspective was, I was always willing to help people.
Mm-hmm.
If you needed help and it was within the confines of what's in my hand, I would help you. I wouldn't give away my seed because I need to put it in the ground. But if I had an extra overflow, I would help. You see, now not only that is when I would do what I did to the best of my ability. That's just who I am. That's my perspective, to do it as unto the Lord the best I can. And my perspective is not only to do the best I can, but to treat people right, treat people fair, to be honest, to try my best to do these things. Not all the time. You make
So
marks.
that was your perspective.
My perspective to live with other people, period. So when I came here, I wasn't really living fast. So when I came here, my perspective didn't change.
Mhm.
I didn't acquire new things with my perspective. It's just that's what I brought here when I came in my mindset. So it wasn't really that hard for me to adjust because that's what I felt in my heart to do for other people. Now, if you come here,
Well, mine was totally different than that. Mine was like,
no, you had the same way.
No.
When I came, perspective.
When I came here, my perspective was like, oh my goodness, like, you know what I mean? Everything totally changed, and it took a while for me to get adjusted to it. Everything was totally changed.
No, I'm talking about how you treat people.
No, that's my perspective. That's how I see and I view things.
Yeah.
I treat people kind, of course I do.
Yeah.
But my perspective changed. It just totally shifted when I got here.
Mhm.
It really did. It did.
Okay.
But how I treat people is the same. I treat people the same. I think so.
Right.
I was going to read that. So,
Which one?
I think it was who was it? Somebody was talking about seeds.
Yeah, you bring seeds.
Make sure you bring all the seeds here that you want, the foods that you like. Make sure you bring those seeds because a lot of things you're not going to be able to find here, like sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes, right?
Yeah, let me put on. This is what you.
That was it.
For?
Yeah, Lonzo World. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's better to bring your seeds. That's a good one.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Angela Plummer. How are you? The Mega Now Agency says, hey, from Philly. So we have somebody else from Philadelphia, Angela. Okay. So anyway, Kenny, so you said your perspective did not change because you treat people the same way you did in America, the same way you got here. How about your view of your point of view when you got here? How did that change?
My point of view?
Like your perspective versus, just being in different culture. How did your perspective change?
I don't think it's really, my perspective hasn't changed because it doesn't matter where you're going. Mm-hmm. It's what you bring, how you present yourself, how you act, how you see things. If you see things like everybody's coming to get you, if you're selfish, if you're all that, that's who you are. And that's what you're going to see the rest of the world based upon how you perceive people to come at you. I've been to so many different places. When I Navy, I went to Norway, Denmark, Scotland, France, Spain, Italy, Sicily. So I've been to so many different places in the world, and I learned that, when you go around the world, people are people. It's how you project and how you project yourself, how you think about yourself. I know who I am. I'm part of the people. The book was written about us, the history book, and the Torah. That's who we are. So I'm confident, and when I go where I go, I don't have to have no one validate me because I've been validated by the Most High. So I'm fully confident in who He has made me to be. So where I go, I don't let other people's opinion determine who I am and how I act. So it doesn't matter where you go. Your perspective is based upon what you believe, who you believe yourself to be, and who you're connected with. You understand what I mean? So I don't have that issue of having, my perspective is, oh, well, what other people think about me? How other people see me? My perspective is projected from my heart to other people. So everybody doesn't think like that. People have bad perspectives, because of circumstances of life, whatever it may be. That doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just that's your perspective. And so around the world, I said that to say around the world, you know, people are people. I don't care where you go, it's just different cultures, you see. But people are people. And the reality is that what you project from yourself, it's not what comes to me that matters, really. It's what comes from me. You know, if I show love, you know, I'm going to get the results of love. So whatever you sow in life, if you sow hatred, you're going to get that back at you. If you sow malice, you're going to get that back. Whatever you sow, it's like a farmer sowing seeds. Whatever you sow in life, it's going to come back to you. You know, it may take a little longer to grow, but if you show love, if you show peace, if you show kindness, you show goodness, mercy, it's going to come back to you. You know, so hey, that's my perspective. So I really went in on it, but that's just the way I feel about it. And you know, whatever you have in you, however you see things, is how you're going to act to other people. That's how, and how you treat other people will be reciprocated back to you.
Yeah.
So that's just my opinion.
Okay. Well, I think that having patience was the hardest thing for me. And what else did I that was hard? But the good things the trade off when I got here was peace.
Yeah.
And I think I learned how to be more um, less selfish. Like I learned how to be less selfish, and I learned how to look at things through someone else's lenses. You know what I mean?
That's
like
the biggest thing.
I learned how to thank you, Tracy.
Oh, thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
Yes.
Working on the road. I
Yeah.
felt like I was in Life movie.
Yeah.
Like,
you was talking about working on the road.
But I think that learning to look at different situations and different things from someone else's point of view, and not always from my point of view, has taught me the biggest lesson, I think, since I've been here, because now I'm more grateful, I'm more thankful, and I'm more appreciative of my life because I see things from a different lens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that was a big gain for me too. So I want to read this, but Josephine says, she says, Dietary and Brother Kenny, I am so proud of you guys are doing. I pray I will get to the Gambia by year end. I ask for prayer that it comes together for me. I'm making steps to it.
That's it.
Josephine, we will pray for you, and you keep moving forward, and it'll all come together. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
All right. No problem.
Just that's how it starts. Just making that first step and saying, I'm doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it happened. Yeah.
Hi, Patricia.
Hi, Patricia.
All right. Here we go.
Who you have?
I think Harmony. I was trying to.
It takes some time. So
I know.
It's delayed.
Hi, Kenny and Terry. You are making the African Americans and African descendants proud. You are loving people. You carry yourself with respect and attitude. Oh, how about this? Thank you for saying that, Harmony, because my perspective changed on the road.
Oh my goodness.
It. This is it.
So on the road.
On the road.
You mean from when we first started to?
Yes. So that's
what's your perspective?
I'm so glad she said that, because when we were on the road, even though Kenny and I signed up for fixing this road, and we didn't, I didn't think it was going to be that major.
Right.
But it turned out to be a bigger job than we thought, and we had to be there all the time. And so when people were driving by and they were saying, thank you, thank and help, I was like, my smiles were turning into like, keep your thank you, like stop and help us, keep your thank you, stop and help us. And then I had to change my mindset, because my perspective, because we signed up for that. We didn't ask anyone else. We said that we were going to, so we chose to do the road. And whether you have help or not, I had to look at it from a different perspective, because, and I couldn't be moved if they didn't want to, if they didn't want to help. So I had to really readjust some things. And then I looked at it different. So we made a joke out of it. When I was saying like, I feel like I'm working in life, like I'm on the road and da-da-da. So we would laugh, and then slowly but surely people were coming to help. So I said all that to say this, that the last 2 days, people that were looking at us and they didn't know how to take us, they didn't know what our agenda was, they didn't know anything. But when I tell you, people came and they just kind of like stood next to us, just stood there, didn't really know what to say or do, and they would just take the shovel, like after they felt comfortable enough to stand there. And sometimes they didn't say anything. I was uncomfortable a lot of times because they would just stand there. I'm like, what in the world? But then I realized that they were just trying to feel like, is it okay to be in your space? Is it okay just to be here with you? And then they would take the shovel and go shovel. Sometimes it's only 10 little scoops.
That's it.
Or 5 scoops, and they would keep on going. But their heart was saying, I see what you're doing, and I want to just show you that I appreciate you. But it didn't happen to the second one. So my whole perspective changed because now I'm thinking they're looking at us because they want to know, well, who are you? And, can I trust you? And you're new into my environment. And now I'm looking at them thinking like, why ain't you going to help us? But we're all have to see each other from a different, we have to give grace to one another, right?
Like this. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
So that blessed me more than anything else was the people who stopped by and offered their help without even saying anything, just kind of like, I see what you're doing, I appreciate it, and I'm here to help. My perspective changed greatly.
Yeah, and because what you were exhibiting,
yes.
they started, and see, this is good right here. It says you have to realize that people have adopted to the ways that now that you show them something different, they will adopt to that as well. So that's interesting. You know why?
That is true.
Because remember we drove in, and what was going on?
Where?
Coming into to go to the road, to the property.
Okay.
And remember, it was this big old dugout ditch where the the water had torn out, just coming into the place.
Yeah.
And so we were driving through, and all of a sudden we saw like 6 or 7 guys, young men. They were out there digging out the side of the road and filling it in.
Yes.
And we ride by and say, "Hey, arrival! We need you here."
Yeah.
And they were filling in the road.
That was. Thank you, Lori Ann Richardson.
Thank you.
That was beautiful because that little hole was there for the whole time we worked to the land. Yeah. And now they were fixing it, and they said when we came by, like Kenny said, "Arrival, we need your assistance." So we showed, but because we start fixing the road, I think everyone is pitching in and doing their part, and it's beautiful. It's like as a community, everyone's doing their part. So it's beautiful.
That's right.
And so I learned a lot on the road. Yeah. So I will forever cherish. I will forever cherish the road. And not only a lot on the road. Guess what else happened? Yes. I met a lot of friends on the road.
We met a lot of good people.
So guess what? The road was good.
Yeah, the road was a good experience. I think the road always connects things and people to places. Without a road, you really don't network. You really don't, because you don't get out. You're stuck in one place. If you're stuck in one place and you don't have a road to connect you to the next place, you're just going to be like, hey, I don't even know what's over there. Yeah. I don't know how it is over there. So you're going to start to imagine. Yeah. And then in your imagination, you can imagine wrong. You see. Yeah. So it's good. The road really does show you something. You just got to get on the road. Yeah. You just got to get on the road. And then you got to make sure that when you're on the road, that you're on the road because you chose to be on the road. So in case you meet nobody on the road and everybody's mean to you on the road, that you're on the road for your own reasons, somebody else's, right? And it always changes.
It always changes. Hi, Jamaican gal. She said, lead by example. Yeah. And Isa Gaku says, welcome to Africa, one of one. Love you. Thank you. Yes. Thank you. We appreciate you too.
And so I'm excited about the way things are going, because my whole perspective was actually just unity, coming and learning. We did this 3 months of just acclimating ourselves and learning as much as we can. Now, now that we learn, now we're in actually the mode of relationships, and understanding each other. And being able to have a dialogue, whereas people, we can relate and understand. Like, if I don't understand something, how can I relate to it? How can I communicate if I don't understand? Yeah. So first thing is first, you sit down and try to understand and listen. to what people are saying, and you don't have to get angry if you don't agree with it.
Yeah.
I'm not perfect, trust me. No way, never have I ever been to be, but I strive for perfection. I want to put into practice what I know that is true, what is right. And that's the difference. Some people know what's right and they don't want to put it into practice because they're selfish or whatever reason. But I digress, and I'm gonna leave that one alone. But that's just my choice.
I think for me, the biggest thing that I learned is that time. That you can't rush anything. That everything takes time, and I'm learning that people, when they see that you are consistently who you are, like our neighbors, the people up the road, the people like when we come to the village to come to our house,
Right.
certain people just used to look at us.
Yeah.
Now they wave, or now they smile. So it's like when people get used to seeing you and you're consistent at being who you are, time makes everything, everything time.
Yeah.
So before I would think like, I don't know if I'm ever going to make friends in this village or whatever, but you know what? It happens.
Yeah.
It just takes time.
Yeah.
So
Just be tough and true to others.
yeah.
And it all falls in the line. You just can't get frustrated because it's not, how do you say, microwave. It's not, and we're so used to everything fast. So I think the trade-offs are, when I weigh them in the balance, I'm in such a better place now. Because even though I gave up a lot of the conveniences, and granted, you miss family. But when it comes to right now, we're having a peace of mind, having joy, having being able to identify yourself for who you are, and then you make the adjustments. When you see something that comes, it's like gold. When they purify gold, you put it in the fire, and when it comes to a temperature, there are impurities that bubble to the top of it. And you can skim those impurities off. So it's like us. It's like a metaphor. If you say we're here, it's like the heat is turned up because you start to see who you really are. And when you see who you are, you can either say, okay, I'm not going to make the adjustments, or I got to get rid of that. I can't have that because, I want to have a good life. I want to be good. So it's your choice. It's making a conscious decision whereby you will do what you know to do right in any situation. So that's up to you. It's a conscious decision. But anyway, not to get too far off. And
Lorianne, filling the puddles, you guys are actually building bridges. The road is a metaphor.
Hey,
that's true.
That is right. So go ahead. You scrolling down.
Okay.
So
that's good.
With the trade-off, are you willing to give up?
Bob Garvey says, congratulations with the new president.
Who's the new president?
I guess we're going to have a new president. That's a shame. I don't even know.
We're going to have to get with that.
Yeah.
We'll get with that. We'll look into that one.
Wow. I guess because we're not a part of the voting process, I just don't know. Bob, maybe he wasn't even talking to us.
Yeah. But anyway, you went all the way up here.
I was trying to see if there was any new comments.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's house grip. Okay, Grip is doing wonderful.
Grip is, hi Tara, hi family, how you doing?
Hey Tara.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Yes.
Angela Plummer says, when you think how long that road had been left the way it is, so the people must be watching and wondering why are they doing this when no one had before. And that's true too. And I even someone has asked Kenny, like, why are you doing this?
Why are you doing this?
What did you say to them?
I said it's because it's from the heart. I said because I could not. Home. No, that's what you said. I tell the guy like where it comes from. I said I came down here on a Sunday and I looked and I saw this big old lake. Why is this like this? Something has to be done. People have to get through here. Rainy season or no rainy season, we still can do something. And I said, if I have to take it upon myself to talk to a couple people, see if we can get this done. And I prayed. I said, how do I do it? Help me. So I went out, and then that Monday, believe it or not, dumping stones. So it just, and I would tell them, I say, the reason why I'm doing it is because I want people to pass through, be able to pass through, that I'm doing it from my heart. That's
Yeah.
it. So that's the bottom line. You can make it into a big old thing, but no. You see something that needs to be done, if you can do it, make it happen.
Is this Tara, Aunt Ellie's daughter, Tara,
Hey, cuz.
from Atlanta? Is that Tara? She
Uh,
lives in Atlanta, right? Hi, Nikki. She said, I'm just getting hello.
hello.
I think that's Tara. Keys Chronicles.
Yeah.
Just in from work. I've lost out. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too.
Yes.
Kamal Rashad. Please write a book. You are having so many experiences that are metaphoric for life. You have experienced many life lessons during your trip. That's the truth. We have.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not. But okay, well, your family anyway, Tara, because we
you.
have a cousin named Tara, and she lives in Atlanta.
No, Tara doesn't live in Atlanta.
Yes, she.
Tara's in Philly.
Oh, Tara does live in Philly. Who lives in Atlanta? Which one of them?
Her sister.
Her sister. Okay, all right. The melanated wanderlust. If everyone had a problem created a solution, the world would be such a better place. That is so true.
That's right.
Yes.
So that's what I say. So with that being said, that's why I did it. Now,
Yeah.
I can't. It's not a big deal, and I don't take the credit for it. I give all the glory to the Most High, because that's who has put it upon my heart to do it. And that's just, He put something on your heart to do good. It's up to you to manifest it. It's up to you to make it happen. If you choose not to do it, that's what you choose not to.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah. So it's a matter of choice. So the trade-off. Hey, look, I'm learning so many things every day about what the advantages are of being back here on the continent, back here in the motherland.
And plus, Iceman is saying there's no, and there isn't really violent crime here.
I haven't seen any.
It's really a peaceful place. So I think if I had to say I'm in a better place, and if I have to say that I'm better off by being here, I would say that I'm better off, even if I don't have my sliced bread.
Even there, you can make it now. And that's so funny.
I am better.
That's so funny because I remember us sitting under about maybe a year or so ago. It's like,
Thank you.
and I was thinking, I'm like, these lights got to keep going out, Remember, it's like, oh man, I'm not used to this. We got to get used to this. But now, it's like, yay, we've adjusted, and we're still adjusting. And we got a long way to go in adjustment. Thank you, Rapinski's Chronicle, is it, for that. You still got a long way, And hey, guess what? We're ready to go, and we just came across one road. And guess what? We got many more to cross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's asking, do they grow cotton? Oh, I hate the wrong one. Do they grow cotton here? Cotton.
Love does come from the heart, though. Yeah. Go ahead.
I did see cotton here, but I don't think they grow it for making clothes, do they? I don't think so.
Well, we found out when we went out. Remember about 6 months ago, 7 months, we drove out to the beach. And we were driving and we saw these white balls.
We saw the cotton bush.
We saw these bushes, and it was like, I said, is that cotton?
And it was cotton.
And they said they used to actually export it a long
time ago. Actually, a cotton, like a
cotton
bush.
trees, and we never seen.
Yeah, I never saw that before.
Yeah, and we went over to pick up cotton
and
off of the tree.
It was so soft that it was something. Rachel's telling everybody. Everybody bring Terry some bread when you come. Bring bread, that's good. Thank you, Rachel.
And remember, I said, is that a cotton picking tree?
Yes. That's something we saw, a cotton tree. I was amazed by that.
But it was nice. Yeah, cotton trees here. Yeah.
And I agree with this. Nikki says that life's going on and off that are a small price to pay for a peace of mind. That is so true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when whoever is planning to relocate, trust me, you're gonna have your challenges.
Yeah.
But when you sit down and weigh the costs, and then it sinks in as to what you traded off and what you traded for, you have made your upgrade. And you're seeing people who look like you, Even
Yeah.
though there's still some, there's always going to be a people or person who doesn't like you for whatever reason, but that
Mhm.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's not for the reason that you're dark. That's not why. It's not because the color of your skin. More so. And then again, that's a touchy subject as well. But for the most part, you don't have that walking into a store, somebody following behind you. You don't have that. You see a policeman behind you. Oh, they're gonna pull me over. You
Yeah.
don't have all of those things that you grew up with as a young child, and then you're always having that in the back of your mind that, hey, I'm black. When you come here, you don't say I'm black. I'm just who I am,
Yeah.
and that's the difference. So
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But go ahead. You're gonna say?
The smart way is saying, how many content creators have you met in the Gambia? More,
Quite a few.
a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
not a lot, but
Yeah,
yeah. I
met.
think you just see everybody everywhere because
Yeah.
the Gambia is very small. So
Yeah.
we met a lot.
You're still meeting them
And
too.
still meeting them, yeah.
They're ever
And
growing.
plus, everyone who comes to the Gambia, they start YouTube channels.
It seems like, yeah.
So some people have YouTube channels, and I don't even know that they have a YouTube channel, and I don't even know who they are. So that's a shame, but it's true. So yeah.
Oh, let me see what it says. This is G. Global says, a close friend asked if we were planning to go back. My response, if I were washing my behind in a bucket with cold water, I'm still infinitely happier now that I was there. That's
I know
right. I
that's
feel the
right.
same way. That's amazing,
Yes.
Yeah, I tell you,
Yes.
that's it.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I am happier here. At the end of the day, I'm better. I'm better off here, and there's no trade off for that.
None.
The only thing I wish that I could have is my family here, so I could jump in my car and run over here and visit and and do the things that we used to do. That's it. But other than that, I'm good.
Yes,
I'm
that's
really,
true.
really good. I'm satisfied and I'm content.
That's something that's you'll never get by.
Yeah.
And that's just something you learn to adjust to and deal with until the time comes you see them again.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they can always come
Yeah.
and visit. And the way things are progressing there, hey, all I can say is keep everybody
behind in a bucket.
No, that's right.
I'm not even warm water, cold water. He said he's staying.
Yeah, but that's good. I think those are mostly the main trade-offs. That there's a lot more, but time's not going to permit us to go into all of it. Just know that when you're coming, you're going to be trading off because you're going to have just like even one of the biggest things is I say into another culture.
Isn't that your friend?
Who's that?
Jax Albert. I think. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, this is a blast from the past, Tony P.
Hey,
Shalom.
Tony.
We were just talking about you that we haven't seen or heard or anything
Shalom,
from you.
brother.
I hope all is well.
Yeah.
And I hope everything you're still on progress for repatriating this year. I just asked Kenny, had he heard from you? And here you are. Shalom.
See you, brother.
Yes.
So, I mean, and when you're coming, like I was saying, it's best to into a culture. And the hardest thing I think that most people will have, they still have the mindset of the West when they come and they see the West, they think everything should be the way it is in the West. They react to things as though they should be in the West. And this is a new culture. You're coming into a whole new world. You're coming into a whole new culture. You're coming into a whole new world. And the language barrier, the understanding of how things work, the system, you're brand new, And the reality is you just need to acclimate yourself as soon as possible. And, learn of everything that you can because you are new, brand new. So that's what I would say.
The Melanated Wanderlust says, can we talk our experience with healthcare?
Yes,
that's going to be a short conversation because since we've been here, we haven't had no reason to check out healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
But I do know where one hospital is in case I need to go to the hospital.
Yeah, we know
Um,
two. There are two of them. One in Bonjul, and then the one.
Oh yeah, we know it's.
Actually, we know three.
Well, I know two.
Even those urgent cares, they have.
Well, that's what
urgent
we're saying. I know
care.
where urgent care is right there on Senate Gabriel Highway. There's an urgent care there that I see people coming out of.
Mhm.
All I know is that I do believe you pay up front. Like
Mhm.
if you have a doctor's appointment,
Mhm.
instead of having health insurance, like you go and you might pay for an office visit or $40 for office visit.
Mhm.
What else I think I know is that if you have a problem and you go to
You can get
a
what you
pharmacist,
need.
you do
Mhm.
not need a prescription.
Yeah.
You can go in there and say, hey, I feel da 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 da,
Mhm.
or show them something
Mhm.
on your body, and they will prescribe for you right then and there, and you don't need a prescription, which I love that because, in America, you always need a prescription for everything. Everything. You gotta go to the doctor, you gotta pay a copay for your doctor, you gotta pay a copay. It's just ridiculous. But I like that, how you
Yeah.
don't need a prescription.
And and the healthcare was another bill out. They would take that out of my check. How much a month? $300 some odd dollars a month.
And I was
Woo!
and I was told
Yeah.
also on that, not to cut you off, Kenny,
Sure.
was that the healthcare is pretty good. I mean, I guess it's not going to probably be the same,
Yeah.
but I heard it's good. And yeah, that's all I can say because I have never, never been.
So
Mhm.
in CMO 27,
Yes.
do they have a movie
I think
theater?
they have two.
Do they?
Yes.
But
They just put the one in the new mall.
Yeah.
Another one that's already been in existence.
Mhm.
And so I think that I know of two. Haven't been to. Oh, I think there's three because I think there's one in Q
I
City.
didn't know that.
This Q City has a movie theater.
Well, you know what? I guess
Mhm.
I don't know that because even before I left,
We
I
didn't go
stopped
the
going to movies.
Yeah.
Movie theaters, I mean, last time I went, and they told me how much the popcorn was
The last time
and
we
the
went-
soda.
the last time
I
we
paid $40 for popcorn
wait,
and
wait,
soda.
wait. The last time we went to the movies, I think our bill came to like $45
And I'm
because
like, what I get?
we had to pay two adult tickets, which I think were $17 a piece. I mean, it was outrageous. I always like to have my own popcorn because Kenny always hogs it. So I like to have my own in front of me because he, you try to reach over and he hogs it. So
I
we
never
paid for
hogged it.
two.
I got one of those big ones like this.
Two popcorns and
Big
two
old
something to
bucket of
drink.
popcorn.
And then I always have to have Raisinets to be mixed with my
And
popcorn.
what did I get? What did I
and you
get?
always get Goober. You get the Twizzlers.
Twizzlers.
Yeah, you get Twizzlers.
And then what I do? I bite the top off, bite the bottom, and drink my soda through.
Okay, so anyway, our bill came to like $45, and I was like, "What in the world?" I felt like we were going to like a Motown movie or something. I think we're gonna start buying movies and staying at home, and But anyway, they do have movie theaters here, so yes, you can go to the movies
if
here
you got
in the Gambia.
you got a laptop, if you got internet, who needs movies? Yeah.
Yes, you can get Netflix here, but the key to getting Netflix here is you have to. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I just?
I was just going to say, answer this question about ambulance. It's emergencies. Do they send we see the ambulance on the road all the time.
They don't send them to your house.
I don't know where. I see them on the road all the time.
I see the ambulance on the road, and but I don't know how you get them.
I gotta find out how that works.
We have to find out.
Yeah, how that works.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sure they have some way to,
yeah,
to you if you need to.
I don't know. We have to ask about that.
Yeah.
But Iceman, if you have Netflix in America or UK, wherever you're coming from, I think you have to already have your account wherever you're coming from.
Yeah.
So when you get here, you already have your account.
Yeah.
Like you have to have it before you leave. And
Set up all those things, yeah.
Set all that stuff up.
But you still do it when you get here.
You can't do it from here. You have to have you have to have.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Oh.
I think I'm pretty positive. You have to do it before you get here.
I don't know. I got to check into that one. So with that be said, and with that being said,
it's true. So I was just saying, B Slate. It just says that I saw a video recently about the terrible quality healthcare someone received while in the Gambia. A procedure was not performed for hours until payment was made. That's what I was saying. You got to pay up front, but was the you took the time. I was trying to read it.
Oh, yeah.
Was the quality healthcare terrible because they had to wait for the procedure, or because it was just terrible? The quality of the healthcare. I know you got to pay up front, and they won't do the surgery or do the procedure until they get their money. But I heard that the care was pretty good. Now I'm not sure. Oh, Mina said you can get it there. Oh, so you don't have to you don't have to do it back in the States. Kenny, you're right. Okay, Iceman, you can get Netflix there. Thank you, Amina. I thought you had to have it done in the States. Thank you.
But yeah, so um,
Tracy said, I pray that you will not need an ambulance or a hospital anytime soon with long life. What is that?
just popped up.
Okay, with long life and health shall he satisfy you. Yes. Carla, thank you.
Thank you, Carla.
Oh, Carla. That's Carla.
Ah.
That's the Carla and her husband we met. We went out with at
Hey, how you guys doing? With Anna Yemi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Carla. I recognize her eyes. How are you doing? And are you in Ghana? Like, where are you guys at right now? And thank you for your donation.
Thank you for the support.
Yes, we appreciate you.
Yes. I know. Let me see. I work for Law Institute America, Quality Health Care America. What's that saying?
Among the lowest in the developed world.
Yeah.
So I work for a law association in America, and the quality of healthcare in America is among the lowest in the developed world. They will kill you and hide the fact. Girl, you have never lied. That is the truth, and they will hide it. Yes. So that's true. So
I mean, it's going to take a lot for me to go to any doctor. That's just me. I've always been like that, you know?
Yeah.
And anybody who knows me knows my stance on that, and I'm not going to go into it here.
Yeah, and every time Kenny or I feel like I said the other day, oh, I feel a little weird, like I feel like lightheaded, but I think it's because I didn't eat and I was on the road. But anyhow,
They'd have told you
the first
thing
Kenny did was he went and made me the nastiest tea is called what's that tea? The Dr. Tree.
The Dr. Tree.
The Dr. Tree. And it's horrible tasting, but let me tell you, if you drink one of those cups of tea, the next day you're feeling back to normal.
I do Dr.
You
Plan
just have really just bite the bullet and
make some moringa tea.
Yeah.
And, you know, just that's why I say there's so many natural healing properties here. And, you know, but if you have an underlying condition before you come here, you're going to have to get your treatments. That's, you know, something that you have to deal with. But yeah, so I just stay preventive maintenance, if you would say, you know, preventive maintenance. So,
okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, so with the trade-offs, I say,
Carla says she's just back from Ghana. I'm hoping all repats are planning on a level of self-sufficiency, including our health. We have to take charge of our lives in every way. I hope you enjoyed Ghana. We were just talking about you the other day to what's his name? Yeah, and he was saying that he talks to you guys often and he's in touch with you guys. So it's good to see your face.
I noticed as far as
your husband's well.
Yes, absolutely. As far as healthcare is concerned, I wanted to just make a little note. It's a little off topic, but if we actually understood and looked at the dietary law that the Most High gave us, that was for our health, believe it or not. It's not a, you know, religious thing. It's just for our good health. All the stuff that we shouldn't eat is so that we can have good health as a people, the people of the Most High. And since we decided not to follow that, then that's where most of the health is, you know. And if you just would re-explore that, you know, go back to like Leviticus in our history book and start reading and see what those dietary laws were, then they will help you in your health, you know. And everybody's been told, oh, you ain't gonna worry about that. Don't think about that. But that's for our health, and you will find out that it's for our good. Yeah. Not to get off topic, but when it comes to health, if you change what you're eating, you will have a better life, a better healthy life, a healthier life. How about that? So, and that was just a little nugget, but everything that the Most High gave to us is for our good. and that's one of them, the dietary law. Go ahead.
I'm just reading what Bob Garvey said. He said before every family had a pharmacy in their backyard.
Yes,
He
still
said
do.
that before every family had a pharmacy in their backyard, herbs and roots, but nowadays everyone runs to the hospital. That is so true, and it's good that we. I want to get back to having. I never had it before, but I want to get back to it. Like meaning, I want to do it
That's
and
what I've
have
been
all kind of
striving
stuff
for.
in my backyard, everything that I
Striving
could
for.
possibly need. You know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um,
That's
yeah.
right. You know, so time for us to really get to serious mode,
Yes.
you know, and start learning of what we lost as a people, as the kings and queens that we really are, as the creators of so many different things that we are. You know, it's time to really start exploring the truth. And he said, "Thy law is thy truth."
Yes.
So it's time for us as a people. That's where we start to grow. That's where we start to advance and become who we are to be in the earth. You know, when we start understand our obedience. And that's in a nutshell, not to get too much off into that. But I've been really getting into the fact of what are these laws and why were they there that the Most High gave us? And I'm saying, you know, and everybody said, oh, you don't need to think about those. You don't have to worry about those. That doesn't change my perspective of the son. It still understands that I have a more abundant life because now I'll have health. I'll be able to deal with each other, people, you know, with the civil, and I'll be able to, how you say, moral law, civil law, dietary law. You know, all these things are for us as a people, and we got away from all that because the ones who enslaved us told us, you don't need that. Don't worry about that. Okay, so not to get too much off, but just check it out. Check it out. And you will find out if you start trying to live by these, that they will come to, how do you say, you have a more abundant life. You see, you have a more abundant life. And that's what they're here for us to be in a place of we're the head, not the tail, above, not beneath, the lender, not the borrower. So all these things are what we were designed to be. But we got off track. So I'll step away from that one for now. But anyway, go ahead and read that.
Um, he said you are absolutely right about the dietary laws for the Israelites. Also, because of our disobedience, we in Babylon the Great are suffering. Ezekiel 4:13.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But things are changing.
Because now they're being, they're being plagued. Now the curse is up, and now God is taking vengeance on the people that stole his people.
Yeah,
You know,
it
and
is.
if you notice that everything that's going on, everywhere it's going on, it's the very places where
It's
they
judgment.
they took, the 12 tribes were
It's
taken
judgment.
to. So it's judgment that's happening right now.
But
So anyway, we have been here for a very long time. We just
yeah,
want to
oh,
say,
longer than normal, huh?
yeah, we just want to say thank you to everyone who donated to us. We appreciate you. It was good seeing you, Carla.
Yes.
Thank you, Tracy and Lori Ann. We appreciate you.
And also, I said also, if anyone was interested in supporting us with the Cash App, if Stacy could put that on there, the Cash App and our PayPal, as far as the road and everything, that's fine. We accept it. We're not asking for it, but if you were interested in it, because we had a few people who were interested about that. But so now we're.
And I want
go
to
ahead.
say, I want
Go
to
ahead.
say thank you to Stacy because she's been moderating by herself and she's
And
been
she's been
holding
doing
it.
too.
So I am so excited about that. Thank you, Stacy, and we appreciate you so much. And who else? Every one of you.
Yes, all you guys,
We
all you,
appreciate
yeah,
all of you.
who have supported us on the road project and who supported us here by with the super chats and everything. You know.
Prime said God is melanated.
We say that.
Prime said God is melanated. God, right there. You see it? Mm-hmm. Yes.
Let's see. Let's see. Where the God is.
Right there.
Let's see. I'm sorry, I couldn't see it.
Wendell Delaney said that his workers didn't show for work today. It was me only. I know how you feel, bro.
Oh, no, we had great people.
Yes, we have learned that that our Savior is melanated. Yes.
Oh, we know that without a shadow of a doubt. I don't. Yeah, I woke up to that one a long time ago.
Okay, so I like to leave everyone with something good at the end of our lives. So this is not really encouraging, but it's kind of like something to think about. It said, instead of wondering, Wendell Delaney, thank you.
No, yes.
It says, instead of wondering when your next vacation is, maybe you should set up a life you don't need to escape from.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
Say that again.
It says, instead of wondering when your next vacation is, maybe you should set up a life you don't need to escape from.
That's good.
That's really, really good.
That way you can have
and I like
vacation
that.
every
That
day.
means that every day you're just enjoying your life and you just are just making the best of everything.
And that's what we were designed to do.
That's what we're designed to do. And I'm getting so close to that.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. So, get with y'all and say thank you again to everyone. Is there anything you want to close with?
No, nothing that, I haven't said already. I don't want to be repetitious in it, but I employ all of those who have an ear to hear,
Those of King Man.
Hey, King. And have an ear to hear that and understand that the seasons are upon us. And a wise man knows the seasons. You got to know what season we're in. And this is a season of judgment that is coming down upon those who are oppressed, those who are people of the Most High. And that's where we're at. And you can put your head in the sand. You can, say, no, it's not so. That's all right. You have that option. But as for me, in my house, we shall serve the Most High, because time is short. And hey, we've lived in a life that was told to us that was fake. But now we have waken up to the understanding of who we are. We just learn to walk in love. And our Father is love. And we understand we're going to have opposition, but we learn that the laws that He has given unto us are to be obeyed. And now that we have Yeshua, the Son, Hamashiach, we now understand that we're going to have an abundant life. Not only the life to come, but the life that we have today. So, anyway, that's what I have to say and leave with everybody.
Okay. I just want to say to all the people who are coming back home, we are just going to be in agreement with you in prayer. Joe, we're praying for you that you get better, and we know that you're going through a lot.
Yes.
And we're praying for you, and y'all just be safe. Keep your head up. Stay positive, focus, eat healthy, build up your immune systems, and stay focused and trust God. Okay.
And to all our brothers and sisters who are coming, who are walking in the truth, hey, look, we love you guys as well, and everybody else. Thank you for your support.
We love everybody.
I do. I'm just walking in live right now. No, I'm just
all right, guys.
Yeah.
Have a good night. We'll see you soon. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I do. All right.